Hey my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members, I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I am here to do just a collective reading. It's kind of a random thing. Let me turn my fan off because I was going to go to bed, and even though it's freezing, I like my fan, but it's going to be noisy. So, I'll just turn that bitch off. Still got my little heater on because, you gotta have hot and cold to mix it up. I don't know. Well, that's what we're doing here with this connection, but damn it, what was the fucking song that just played? I didn't write it down because I'm like, you know what? I'm doing something different. I got my fancy wine glass with Gatorade in it. Electrolytes. It looks cool though. I want to be fancy. Anyways, yeah, so my fucking hair is dry. Yep. I'm gonna end up flipping out over this in a minute, but anywho. So, you know what I did? And I never do this. And I don't know why I wanted to change things up so much. I just do. It's like, we gotta change shit. The fucking fuzzy wuzzies flying all over the place. So, I didn't write down any channel messages, but I'm gonna scribble as we go. And I got both pens, because they're supposed to be together. Could be dealing with an ex, but I feel like we're coming together regardless. So, the reason why I flipped the decks, which is weird, and I am using a different deck this time, the Energy Oracle cards instead of Wisdom of the Oracle, because I'm like, we gotta get some fresh shit in here. Excuse me. Whew. I had Chinese food. It's not settling right. Tasted good initially, but anyways, these flew off the deck. Like, I sat down, they just went phew, and I'm like, okay, here we go, let's just go with it. I know I'm doing the right thing, which, will be my Gatorade. So, cheers to you, cheers to me, clink clink, bitches. Alright, we have Palace of Cups, which is, fuck yeah, it's blue, it matches my wine glass. With the Six of Cups, the past, soulmate energy. These are our pens. Just saying, what the fuck. Anywho, I really wish I could remember that song now. Okay, I don't remember the name of it, but it was basically like, I love the color of your hair. I love the way you pronounce your S's. It's like, I love everything about you. Even your flaws, the things that you think are silly and unique and weird and stupid and random and about yourself, like a little gobbler, because every time I watch a video of myself, I'm like, I fucking hate this gosh darn thing. It's like, I see the beauty within your flaws. Like, your flaws are beautiful to me, or handsome to me, whichever, male, female, doesn't matter. It's like, you think it's something wrong with you, but I think it's fucking magnificent kind of thing. Like, you have no idea what you do to me. You have no idea how much you mean to me. I want to cry thinking of that. Like, this has been so hard. It's been so hard. It's been so difficult. Yes, let's not get all emotional, It's been so hard not being with you, kind of thing. Like, you make me feel better. That's what Gatorade does, when you're hungover, which, okay, so for example, you're hungover, you're dehydrated, you feel like fucking shit, you want to puke, you're going to shit your brains out, whatever, Yeah, I get gross on here, it is what it is. It's called real life. If you don't like it, bye. But, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. After I talk about shitting your brains out. Anyways, no, when you're hungover, like, have Pedialyte, which is actually really great for a hangover. If you didn't know that, go to the baby section, get your ass some Pedialyte. You'll feel magnificent right quick. But Gatorade has like sodium and electrolytes and all that, so it replenishes all that shit that you lack in your body that you've done to yourself, basically, when you're having fun. Because sometimes drinking ain't so fun when you're sad, at least, and you're by yourself. It can get all like way. But anyways, it fixes the bad hangover. So, you know, ending a connection, not being with your person, you know, feeling lonely, feeling alone, like you've got to fight the big fight or the good fight yourself. And when we feel that way, it's like we need a pick-me-up. We need something to get us through, to push us forward. That's your Gatorade, you know? It fixes your hangover, which is, I kind of feel like someone has a bad hangover when it comes to this connection. Like, getting over you sucks kind of energy. I don't want to get over you. Like, I feel like I have to get over you because of the circumstances, but I feel like there's like a weird twist to this story, just gonna say. But it's like, how do you get over someone that is so meaningful to you, that just changes your life so completely? How do you move on from that? How do you turn it around and look at somebody else in the same way, in a similar way? How do you do that, you know? Well, that's why they have rebounds, just gonna say, for one, because some people go that route, some people drink, some people do other shit. You know, we can go into the darkness at times. I'll admit, I have battled with drug addictions in my past, and I'm not proud of it at all. I've made a lot of shitty choices in my life, but I also had a really shit life. I had a lot of really bad things happen to me, and I couldn't deal with them. I couldn't deal with the hangover. Do you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people understand that, and that's okay, because if you've never been down that road, if you've never gotten that dark, it is hard to understand. It really is. And I justified my addiction and my problem for a long time. For some reason, I just want to say, if there are any haters out there that want to like run my name through the mud, like slander shit and whatever, I bring my own darkness up, so you can say whatever the fuck you want about me, because 90% of the shit that people say is going to be bullshit anyways. Because usually those who want to run their fucking piss flap, they don't even know the truth, you know? Haters like to spew lies, because lies, it's easy to make up this shit in your head and spread it so that other people believe it. But you know what? The people that believe the bullshit are not supposed to be in your world anyways. So those assholes that are me and around you, they're helping you weed through the snakes and the rats and all the ickiness, all the people that you don't want around. You know what I mean? Because if somebody's willing to share your secrets, your deep, dark secrets about yourself, with the world without you knowing, to hurt you, then they got their own demons they need to deal with, and karma's a cunt. Just gonna say, sorry, I said the C word, it is what it is. Anyways, this isn't even happening to me. Maybe it's a preemptive thing. I don't know. Preemptive, I don't know. Preemptive. Whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, I've gone through Dark Night of the Soul a few times. I've dealt with some really shady people and been through some really rough things in my life. But, you know, I don't want sympathy, and I don't want pity, and I don't want anything like that, because, you know, that's how I chose to cope with my problems. But I didn't cope with it. That was running away. That was me being a fucking coward, me being a baby, and going, I can't face this shit. It's too hard. I'm not going to work through that. So I'm just going to get fucked up and act like everything's great, you know? And people do that. And I don't judge anyone for that. And okay, before I go into this reading, because we're obviously talking about the past, and with the Fool here, moving away from really shitty, deep shitty emotions from the past. So there's some wounds here that people need to move past, either you or your person or both of you. And maybe this is just to enlighten you or them or whoever, that we all go through shit. We all go through dark shit. We all have problems, It's how do we get through it? How do we get past it? Because running away and hiding isn't going to solve shit. It's just not. And I know that because I've practiced running away for a long time. I just turned 35 this year on Halloween. I'm not happy that I'm, my mid-30s, but it's what it is. Age is just a number. How old am I today? I'll be 26 today. Anyways, no, I don't know. I'm not trying to downplay anybody's problems, but what I was getting at, because I was going to go off on a fucking rant about drug addicts and how people judge, and they shouldn't, but they will, and they will forever judge you or someone or whoever. Maybe you have been judgmental of an addict of any kind, because it's not just substances. It can be legal substances, illegal substances. It can be spending too much money, shopping, fucking porn, sex, whatever, gambling, who knows. We're addicted to 1,000,001 things, and when you have an addictive personality, you can be like, oh, I cleared that habit, but now I have this habit, because it's just kind of, if you don't deal with the underlying issue, you're just gonna keep trading off. Do you know what I mean? But people are cruel. They're very cruel. Because, I have gone to the hospital before for, drug-related health things in my past. And I got treated like shit because I was honest. Because I was like, okay, the medical staff here needs to know what's in my system, because I don't want them to fucking kill me, for one. And for two, they need to be aware. That's just how it works. I used to be on the fire department. I used to deal with things like this. Like, I'm an upstanding citizen, a closet addict, I guess you could say. And there are a lot of people that are that way, especially those who have a lot of money. If you know what I'm saying, look at celebrities. How many times are they running in and out of rehab? It's okay for them because they're rich. But you look at the bum on the side of the road who isn't rich, who has the same addiction, and that person's a piece of shit. Why? They all deal with the same crap. Just one group of people has fucking money and the other group doesn't. It's the only fucking difference. But yeah, the medical staff treats you like shit. And I got ignored to the point where they were monitoring me because I was so bad off. They didn't have me hooked up to shit. They left me in a fucking room by my damn self. And this fucking jackass came in, and because I couldn't sleep, I was just like, I was in a lot of pain. It was horrible. And they didn't have me hooked up to the monitors because they were supposed to be monitoring my heart and blood pressure and all that fucking crap. They didn't have me hooked up to nothing. Everything was off. No one was paying attention to me. And this fucking jackass comes in because they have a camera so they can see me tossing and turning and doing whatever I was doing. I couldn't lay down flat because of what was going on. So what does he do? He goes over and flips my bed down flat and goes, go to bed, like I'm a fucking little kid. And I was like, who the fuck do you think you are, you stupid dick? So he leaves the room. That's what he said. He literally flipped my bed down, said, go to bed, and walked out of my room. Didn't hook me up to nothing, didn't watch me, nothing. So I got up, flipped it back up because I'm like, I can't lay down, you fucking prick. And sat there and suffered, and then a nurse or someone came by and I said, I want to be discharged right fucking now. And she's like, well, let me talk to the doctor. I said, go get my fucking paperwork or I'm walking out right now. And I mean, what's the point? I can suffer in my own damn bed, you know what I mean? So I was so fucking mad. So the doctor comes in and he has the audacity to say to me, you know, if you leave, you can die when you go home because you're leaving against medical advice. And I said, you're not even paying attention to me. I could die right fucking now and no one would know because I ain't hooked up to shit. You'd think I was asleep. So, give me my fucking paperwork. And I left. That's just one time. So when people die because of an overdose or any complications due to drugs or just anything, hell, your grandma, you could be like, oh, my back hurts. Your grandma could give you some fucking medication that was prescribed to her. You could have an allergic reaction, but because it isn't prescribed to you, you're embarrassed to go, and they're going to treat you like shit. It could be as simple as that, you know? It's fucking bullshit. So if anyone who works in a hospital, in the ER, or anything like that, is watching this, you know, show a little fucking compassion for people. Because we all matter. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, how much money you have, what you do, what your hobbies are, or what your recreational background is, you know. Why is it okay for a raging alcoholic to show up with alcohol poisoning, and you're gonna do what you need to do for that person because alcohol is legal? What's the difference? It's still not good for you. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, sorry, that's my fucking rant. Someone probably needed to hear it. And maybe some of you are feeling that way or have felt that way in the past. And it's something that you keep deep within you, because if you share it with your friends and your family, they'll fucking judge the shit out of you. And you feel like a piece of shit for making certain choices in your life. You just need to know that who you were and what you did is not who you are. Your choices do not define you as a person. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. That's what makes us who we are. That's how we learn. I tell my kids this shit all the time. You know, like, especially, I mean, my son's 16 years old, my daughter's 14. So there's different experiences that we talk about, but you know, my son's around some people who, you know, they do some shady shit. And of course I know these people because I used to know them, if you know what I'm saying. So when I hear certain names, I'm like, don't even go anywhere near these people, you know. But I talk to him about this stuff, and he's a smart kid. So he listens. And he uses his inner guidance, or my inner dialogue, to guide him through that shit, you know, so that he makes better choices. So whenever he gets that pit in his stomach, like, this isn't a good idea, he listens. And I'm so fucking thankful that I fucked up so many damn times in my life and was strong enough to be able to talk about it and share it with him. And, you know, and I will share it with my daughter. If she watches this, she'll see it sooner or later, but I'm sure she already knows, you know, that it helps them, because that's what we're supposed to do. It's like, life is about choices. And I tell my kids this too. It's like, as a parent, we're technically the law. So when you're 18 and over, you know, you have to abide by the actual law, you know. But in this house, we're the law, you know, mom, dad, whatever, parents. And I said, you know, I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot do. I'm going to advise you. I'm going to give you as much information